Hello, it's Monday, December 5th, and that means two things. There's 26 days left in this year, and we're still not done with 2020. But it's time for the lighting industry news brief, and we are talking about their vapor tights. These are a solution in durability, in reliability, in easy impact resistant polycarbonate lenses, IP65 for wet locations, 50,000 hour lifetime LEDs. Great product. That's KeystoneTech.com. Link in the description if you please. The IES has published their 2022 progress report with 81 awards presented. Current showed off their new HQ in Greenville, South Carolina. We have a recall on decorative string lights from Noel Eternel. The LEDs are a shock hazard. The L Prize deadline for intent to submit a prototype is Jan 13th, so keep that in mind. Energy Focus gets their second warning from the SEC, still at risk of being delisted from the NASDAQ unless they can get their share value up for an extended period. The Lit Design Awards have been named for products and applications. The House has approved measures to avert a rail strike. As a reminder, the railway unions wanted 7 paid sick days and some flexibility in their on-call hours, and they are getting none of that. And understanding the obstacles of nearshoring, we have a new report on explaining the shortcomings of business incentives for manufacturing in the U.S. Clear Blue announced their Q3 financials. Revenues have declined compared to last year. Acuity has released their new ESG goals. Sabin has entered the architectural lighting market. They're a new acoustic group that's been going on for a few months now. Q1 at LSI has beat their revenue estimates by 8%. The Lighting Showroom Association and LaVar have launched an AR platform. This is a 3D tech for lighting previews. And Jackson Mining will be exploiting BC antimony. This is a mineral used in a number of high-tech applications, including semiconductors. The NAED has prepping for award seasons. You can submit to 3 different programs, starting on the 1st. Leon Light is launching a new website. They're a landscape lighting brand. Orion has issued their first ESG report with new carbon goals. The Detroit Lions have installed biodynamic lighting, the Brainlit system specifically, throughout their training facilities and locker rooms. Do we need a sports desk? Maybe we need a sports desk. Fagerhult is taking aim at the retrofit market with new product lines. Light AZ, that's a Luminaire search engine, has experienced 250% growth. That's roughly 20,000 users per month. And Con Edison's Clean Energy Academy has reached a milestone of 500 graduates. In legal briefs, the owner of 2M, a light tower maker who lied about his products being made in America, will face jail time. Everlight is suing 2 companies over patent infringement in Taiwan, and Swirlate sues Rab Lighting over the constellation rearrangement for arc-transmitted delivery schemes. In Rep Agency updates, Lumos has picked Envision for Florida, and Lutron will be partnering with Smart Lighting Solutions in Georgia. Registration is open for Lightovation. Dallas event will run January 10th through 13th. You can also register for Leducation. That's in March, 1 day digital, 2 days in person. And on December 7th, we have LPS Digital, a hybrid summit, still taking registrants. And COP15 is an international conference of sustainability and biodiversity, and the IDA is seeking an amendment to their 7th target to address light pollution. Write letters if you feel like it. Lexi announces a new universal platform. This will support all protocols. In Lumen Radio is preparing for a IPO with a prospectus published last week. And Aces IoT has started a smart city project in Hamburg. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, Acuity is still not talking about their purple streetlight problem. Latin Health Equity, we have 10 driveway lighting ideas. We have 2023, the year of circadian lighting in home design. We have connected lighting for energy savings in hotels. We have how to set up high-end lighting infrastructure in a business. We have a defense of the switched outlet. We have line voltage is overkill for LED, BAS protocols in lighting, and real-world sustainability. In market predictions, we have 30% 32% growth for smart cities, 18 for smart offices. Sorry, that's the other way around. 32 for smart offices, 18 for smart cities, 15% gains in Zigbee home automation, and 8% expansion in the overall LED lighting market. In R&D, we have a proposal for dynamic lighting controls that correct for the lunar cycle, similar to daylighting, but, for the moon. We have an optimization for bicolor LED drivers from Bangladeshi U of Engineering and Tech, maintaining color consistency. We have light as a control for myopia, specifically purple light, slowing the progression in young people. We have daylighting and light spectra making for better homes. We have living light bulbs at UBC of Okanagan, winning a prize for their fungal bioluminescent device. Is it a device? Maybe. Probably not. Organism, I guess. New Zealand engineers have designed a new diffuser. The material itself is luminescent. We have a cure for freckles. It's an LED patch that inhibits melanogenesis. Melanogenesis. Words. We have a white paper on better color rendition through application of CRI, GAI, and TM30 metrics. And we have Ganvix and Blue Glass developing gallium nitride lasers with new diodes. In dark sky news, researchers are calling for better light pollution measurements. We have a systemic review of light and health hazards published. We have goldfish liver function linked to their circadian rhythm. Blue light pollution makes mice gain weight. We have a circadian regulation improving fatty liver disease, also in mice. And one last one for mice, circadian rhythm shifts increase your alcohol intake. Light exposure linked with menstrual cycles. That one's a people study. Thorn Lighting has won an award for their dark sky project. The IDA is offering grants for light meters. St. John's, Newfoundland residents petition for dimmer lights in their neighborhood. In Stouting, Kent, Tiger Inn's sign is so bright you can't actually read it, and the locals are mad. Israel is planning ecological corridors that will limit lighting. Los Alamos, New Mexico may adopt dark sky lighting codes, and Madrid's sports fields spill more light than their Christmas displays. In horticultural news, Agriforce plans acquisitions by buying Delphi, Del Rus, and Mana Nutritional. Dr. Greenhouse has reviewed all CEA literature. It's a nice white paper you can grab right now. We have Light Science expects revenue improvements by about 11%. Solom and Savora will be researching strawberries with some grants from the Quebec government. Midstream has bought Hyperion Lights. That's an EU LED maker buying a horticultural brand. And People News, Kim Johnson will be leading the POE consortium. Scott's Miracle Grow has named an interim CFO, David Evans. Deepak Savadati will be the CEO of BIOS next year. Max Light has added Kirk Chamberlain as a director of sales. Karen Ryder has been appointed the COO of the Dallas Market Center. And we have a big recap of industry moves from Inside Lighting. In local news, Minnesota amends its termination of sales representatives act. Grantsburg, Wisconsin is adding solar lighting to a campground. Calgary, Alberta has signed a new light maintenance contract after a series of outages. Redlands in California is going LED outside. Grants for Illinois nonprofits to upgrade their systems. Saskatchewan is offering grants to schools. Brentwood, Tennessee will be converting 4,000 lamps to LED. Tabor, Minnesota's energy manager, has won the MCCAC award. Ulitic, Indiana will switch to LED street lamps in the spring. Ohio schools are getting $58 million more for security upgrades. Bakersfield can't get its streetlights on fast enough for some residents. And Ontario is offering new greenhouse incentives to convert to LED. In international news, UK politicians are encouraging conservation going into the winter, and Le Grand India celebrates 25 years in business. And things you can make. Backpack turn signals for your bicycle or scooter. We have a circadian lamp of your own design. We have an IKEA hack that uses RGB LEDs. We have using RGB modules on Arduino, nano-sized 7-segment displays, and an acrylic light puzzle. Also, a brief look at the history of lighting in Niagara Falls going back 160 years, and the Orion spacecraft has a disco mode. Parties on the moon, y'all. Alright, that's it. I've been Scott Wachter. Have a great week. Enjoy the music. And thank you to our sponsors. I don't have